good morning, or maybe it's good afternoon for you. Whichever, we're glad that you're here with us to join us for another short workout. I'm Anita Lemon, one of the instructors in the Mind Body program at the Barshot Jewish Community Center, and this is an upper body workout using free weights. This happens to be a workout that I've developed over a period of time that I use myself. I use it with my clients, and I use it in a number of the classes that I teach. I like it because it efficiently works through the muscles of the front of the arms, the chest, over the shoulders, to the back of the arms, the back of the shoulder area, and this upper back. And it's made so that it's a very connected, flowing type of workout that goes from one to the other. It's designed to strengthen the muscles, to challenge your endurance, and to check out your range of motion. So make sure that you're in comfortable clothes, in a safe place to work. I have on shoes so that I have some real balance and stability. And since we're using free weights, let's see what we've got handy to use. You may have some of these things at home. I've got here a couple of bottles of water. I've got an old pair of heavy hands. Remember these? They had that loop that you could put your hands through and change out the weights at the end to get them heavy or lighter. I've got 2 weight balls. These come in various weights and sizes. These happen to be 2-pounders, but they've got 3, 4, 5, 8, and going up from there. These are nice because you don't have to squeeze your hands around a bar or anything to hold them. They just sit in your hands. Something that we all have at this point, canned goods. So check your pantry. These are a little over a pound, so they're quite light, relatively speaking, but we've got all kinds of other sizes that I'm sure you might find in your pantry that you can use. Then the most traditional thing that we usually use are our free weights, the hand dumbbells. These happen to be 3-pounders, and they've got a nice covering on them to protect the hands from getting bumped or skinned up. So they happen to be a really pleasant set to use. If you're just checking this out, start with some weights that are very light. If you've been working a while, you may know what you can tolerate. Be careful of any old shoulder or elbow injuries. Take care of your body, number 1. I'm going to start working with my bottles here. Finding a nice stable position with my feet underneath me. I want to use my Pilates principles right away to anchor my body, to find length, to find the support in the center of the body with the abdominal muscles and my back muscles, stabilizing those upper arms, and starting with a plain old bicep curl as you pull them in. Establish your breath as rhythm and support right away. Take an inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, breathing in to breathe out. Let the breath help you build your rhythm. I'm going to do about 8 to 10 repetitions of each sequence. I'm changing my angle now of my arms out there so that I work all the way around those bicep muscles. Breathing in and out. Keep it going. Keep pressing down into the feet. Keep lifting up through the center of the body. Keep the head centered so it's still whole body movement and we don't slouch while we're working the arms. Then turn those bottles into 2 hammers. See if you can get your hammers going. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in and out. That's it. Keep it smooth. Keep it regular. And then from working with this front of the arm, let's work on the chest. I'll try these heavy hands to do that. So in working on the chest, I want to get my hands up even with my shoulders and use an exhale to push out. Inhale here, exhale to push out. Inhale to exhale. Breathe in to breathe out. Keep it regular and even. Again, find your emphasis in extending those arms. Feel that squeeze in the front of the chest as you push out. Change it up. Add a twist. That's it. Now you can really feel this squeeze happening. That's it. The next challenge I want to try is pulling down. I'm taking the weight overhead, and as I lower and pull down, I'm going opposite my breastbone or my sternum. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Keep it going. That's it. Let's do a couple more. How about those shoulders? I'm using my weight balls to check that out. I'm going to reverse the movement that I just did. Again, finding stability, lifting till I'm opposite those shoulders and my chest. There's the breath out. Inhale, breathing out. This is where we pick up another Pilates principle of opposition. I'm pressing down, I'm stabilizing in the back as I work to the front. I'm pressing down as I lift up. So opposition can help stabilize and balance the body, and again, make it a more coordinated effort instead of just isolated in one part of the body. Let's check those shoulder fibers that help us lift to the side. When you lift to the side, check both sides just to see that you're not going way up in the air, but you're only going to shoulder level. That's where you'll get a lot of the work done. And then from those side movements, you want to get into the fibers on the back of the shoulder. I'm going to turn sideways and let you have a look. I'm up on one toe. I'm lifting out to the side from behind. I can change. So there it is from behind. Then, from the shoulders, I want to work rotator cuff, a little bit of extra attention. That's the area at the back of the shoulder where a number of muscles feed in, and we often have injuries there. So let's pay a little extra time and attention to it. I'm going to start with my weights out front here and use it as a chest expansion, only going to that side movement. My hands are level with my shoulders and not getting too high. And as I open the arms, I want to feel a little bit of a squeeze at the back of the shoulders. I'm trying not to flare my arms out too wide and take them behind me, because it's not about my back yet. It's still about the back of that shoulder socket and strengthening it. From here, take yourself into the gym. Go to that machine that has the big pads on it that you open out. Get the elbows up, get the weights here, squeeze as close together as you can, and when you open, go only again to the side. Check it out. Inhale, exhale to effort. Again, with free weights, you're always thinking about, where am I putting the effort of the movement? Where am I putting that squeeze and contraction in the muscle to give it the most action that I can during the effort that I'm making? From here, challenge by linking the arms across. Maybe I'm going to work this top arm, your right arm first. I'm keeping the elbow close. I'm opening out and taking it out as far as I can. That should make me feel a squeeze in the back of the shoulder joint. Here we go. Exhale. There you are. This forearm arc really has a way of getting a nice squeeze into the back of the shoulder, and that's what you want. See if you can find it in that other arm. Again, since we're working bilaterally all the time, you may find real right to left side differences depending on which side is your dominant arm or if you've had any old injuries. Take care of that. Don't force it. Just find where the range of movement is. From here we could go to the back of the arms, working the triceps. In order to do that, I'm going to let one weight pull down towards the earth and help anchor me. The other one I'm taking overhead. Press it up and extend it completely so that you feel the back of the upper arm. Exhale it up completely. Don't let it sit halfway bent. There you go. Press up. Exhale it. Let's do two more. Breathe out. Out. When I take it down, I want to take it down carefully and not let it swing. Another principle we need to think about, controlling the weights, not letting them sag, not letting them bang, not letting them all of a sudden swing down from a movement. That's the way that injuries happen. And also, that's beginning to use gravity and momentum rather than using the muscular force to do the movement. From here, another sideways facing. I'm taking a little softening in the knees. I'm leaning a little bit forward, but still supporting all around the center of my body. I'm taking my arms back. I'm bending in, and as I extend, I anchor the upper arm. In other words, I don't squeeze from the shoulder. I keep those elbows in close to my body, and I put the effort in extending back in this part of the movement. Breathe out. Let's do two more. And two. Yes. And then adding to that, a real challenge is lifting a flat across the chest. Again, one arm pulls down to anchor. I'm here at my shoulder. I'm lifting my elbow. Don't let it curl down there. There's where the effort comes. Extend it out and support the weight. Feel the little pressure that goes into the back of that upper arm. There you go. Exhale. That's it. Two more. Breathing out and out again. Control it. Breathing out. Inhale to exhale. And counting down 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Last idea, let's go to those free weight dumbbells, the classic ones, and use that to work on the back. To do that, I'm going to go to a little wider stance and do a variation on this bent knee dumbbell row. I've got these out hanging in front of me. I'm bending slightly forward from the hips. I'm softening in the knees and ankles, and I'm really supporting with my abdominal muscles. Here we go. Take a little lift up and out. Breathe out. Feel the squeeze between the shoulder blades. So a lot of muscles have to trigger to help this happen. And we're interested in that. We want as many accessory muscles to trigger as we can. Stabilizing the back. One more. Then really kicking into the use of the back. I want to keep a fairly wide stance. Soften and take my hips towards the floor. Knees, ankles are softening. Arms are in front, and I'm looking at the top of my hands as I use my shoulders to lift that weight and pull it down with the back. couple more. Feel those muscles pull down and in on the back. Then, adding to that, our final challenge is a little bit narrower stance, and we're doing a variation on that classic upright row. Lifting to release, lift to release. We've got to hang on to those back muscles, pulling them in towards the spine and down to stabilize all this work. Because front of the body's working, but we're stabilizing everything with the back. Let's count it down. 4 and 3. Don't let go of the back. And last one. Nicely done. The last thing we want to think about is a nice stretch for what we've just done. So use that right arm to pull the left arm over. You're trying to open up some of the back of that arm, your shoulder, and the upper back from the work it's just done. Add a stretch of the neck and that upper part of the neck and the shoulder to that. Maybe close your eyes as you breathe in and out. Release it. Let's go to the other side. Reach, grab that arm, pull it across. If you feel that shoulder getting up in your ear, let it sink so it gets the stretch. Add the head and neck stretch to it. And finally releasing. Give it a little shake out. So glad to have you join us for this workout. I don't think there's anything else around my house that I can lift unless it's maybe my 4-pound dog and my 185-pound husband, but that's not a very balanced workout. So I leave you to find the best things in your household to do this workout with, and I hope you'll join us again. Thanks for being with us.